persons talking in this session. Firstly, our dynamic leader Aniket Jadhav will share the screen, share the PowerPoint presentation, and we will start that one. Aniket.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you
Yes,
are audible.
yes, Aniket.
Yep. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Arun sir. Uh, so I'll share my screen. Please confirm if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So I will start. Welcome all. Jai Bhim. My name is Aniket Jadhav, and I'm a member of Social Education Movement. So in today's session, I would like to introduce you to our organization, Lok Sangha Social Education Movement. So, but basically we are covering in today's session the introduction of social education movement. What is basically we are doing, what subjects we have chosen to work upon, what are our salient features, and then how basically we are spreading awareness among the members, among the our social members, as well as among the citizens of India. What kind of programs we conduct throughout the year so that everyone will be aware about the current situation and what needs to be done. And last but not least, how basically we are unified ourselves in terms of, let's say, conferences that we are organizing after every 5 years. So recently we completed our third national conference, where our esteemed colleague will give you the details about that. And we are not only limited to the theoretical part, but we are also taking the pragmatic approach in terms of projects like Swamdip initiative. And last but not least, in this session, how we are helping our community and how basically we are doing welfare things to them. So with that, with this agenda, I would start with the introduction of social education movement. Lok Sangha social education movement is entirely non-political, non-religious, and non-agitating. As we can see, as it states, we refrain ourselves from participating in any political or religious activities, and we do not incite into agitation in public spaces. When we say that, what exactly we do? We have chosen three subjects to focus on. Those subjects are education, health, and budget. So why education? We all know that in whichever state we are at the moment across the globe, it's only because of education, and it is important for any country where we need to see that every citizen is educated and they are aware about their surroundings. They should be able to ask the relevant question to their representatives they have chosen. These kind of things, it's all starts with the education. Let it be primary, secondary, graduation, post graduation, or anything. But education is important, and formulating the suitable policies, considering the need of an hour, is one part. But at the same time, allocating the adequate fund to implement those policy is equally important. Looking at that, we have chosen the the related subject called budget. When we talk about budget, it's an annual budget of union as well as state, where we basically help the citizens of India to understand the budget in very simple manner. Why? Because we see that there is a certain criteria to allocate a budget. Let's say for education, as per the standards, at least 6% should be allocated to education out of total budget. The question is, are we doing that? If no, how we can ensure that we can allocate that? So, these kind of basic questions we try to address. We try to raise awareness among the people for this. Apart from education, health is another factor in our day-to-day life. If health is not there, then there is no use of anything else. So health is a topmost priority for us. And considering that, we focus on the current status of health sector of India, as well as we try to understand what or basically how much should be exactly allocated to health sector so that everyone can leverage the services, health services offered by government. For that, of course, health budget helps us to understand that, and that's why we again go to the budget and see how we can ensure everyone will get the equal access to healthcare. So you can see the most important part, which is center to our subject, is a budget, is a key for everything, and we emphasize on that. With these three subjects, we ensure that how we can basically go ahead. So let me share the salient features of looks in the social education movement. In order to work on the three different subjects, we have certain features. You can see the first and most important is underpinning the ideas of our esteemed progressive leaders. So it's start from the great Samrat Ashok till, or I would say, to the this date, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, as well as Manivar Kansharam ji, all progressive leaders have taught us a very good lessons that we need to adhere while working in any movement. We need to follow their path as well as the ethics and righteousness which is expected to run any movement. Social education movement ensure that we are not compromising on this. How? Well, there comes the Vajjisutta. So as Tathagat Bhagwan Gautama Buddha, when he was speaking with Ananda, Ananda raised a question regarding the the welfare, or let's say the prosperity of Vajjis. So Tathagat Bhagwan Gautama Buddha explained the 7 principles to Ananda, how Vajjis are inconquerable. So through 7 principles, where Vajji meets, Vajji gathers on a periodic basis, they make the decisions uniformly. They respect their elders. They protect their women and children. Their religious sites and spiritual leaders are respected. Proper governance and rule of law is there. And of course, they encourage the righteous individuals. So all these principles are being followed in social education movement. We periodically meet together, let's say on a monthly basis, we meet together, make the decision, act on it, and ensure that we are following the path of our progressive leaders. In the previous, let's say, in the previous leadership model, our same founders identified one shortcoming, that is single point of failure, where everything was relying on a single leader. If that leader is not there, the movement will stop working, and there won't be any progress. There won't be, I mean, it will completely stall. So to avoid that, we came up with the idea collective leadership to follow on, where you can see we don't have any formal titles called chairman, treasurer, or secretary. We focus on shared responsibility and accountability. We emphasize on collaboration rather than authority, and there is no hierarchical leadership you can see in social education movement. With this, we need to understand the importance of institutions that we need to build to propagate our ideas, to strengthen our ideology. And for that, we need to develop the institutions in terms of educational institutions, training institutions. So same is also focusing on those aspects where same SEM would like to pragmatically work on. And of course, we are not only doing social work, we are also taking care of each other as a family. You can see we do the annual family get together where we are not doing any only social work, but we are having an exchange of knowledge and culture because there are different members from different geographies have joined SEM. So that means we can see that we work, we stay as a family, and when we work together, we work professionally. Equal opportunity for men and women is one of the important salient features of social education movement. Collective duties and equal rights are there. So whenever we say that we are not restricted ourselves to ideas from male, both female and male got the equal opportunity to share their ideas from their with their expertise from their own fields. So we have professors who are male, we have professors who are female. You can see in this project site that everyone is present and everyone has equal share in this project, which of course my esteemed colleague will explain you later. So this is the example of equal opportunities for men and women in social education movement. And last but not least, the academics and social activists. Uh, we believe that they are the pillar of our movements, and that's why it is important to recognize them, and it is important to also help them whenever needed. We also have the career guidance program once in a year. So let's say before 12th, sorry, after 12th exam or after 10th exam, so that our student um, will get the further path, how they can progress in a different streams, which is not only limited to science, commerce, and arts. So there are different streams which we help them to explore through our experts' career advice. Here is a glance of different projects, different programs we have done so far since 2010. So with this, I will now request my esteemed colleague, Advocate Arun Kamble sir, to continue with the next slides. Arun Kamble sir, over to you. Arun sir, am I audible?
Yes, thank you, Aniket ji. Very nicely explained the concept of what social education movement want to do in Ambedkarite movement. So we in this one we are four speakers divided in four sessions, taking separate topics. And my topic is this Awake India quarterly. Our media we are running one of the important aspects, one of the important instrument for Ambedkarite movement. It is a need of the hour, and it is a need of the Ambedkarite movement that his own social media or print media is required for propagate the Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's thought in particularly downtrodden peoples of the society. We know that our emancipator, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, was also published four newspapers. Firstly, one of them was Mook Nayak, then Bahishkut Bharat, then Janta, and after that, lastly, Prabuddha Bharat. So, media's role is very much important in the social movement. That's why That's why after that, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's movement, Manyavar Kansharamji also started its own media, that is Bahujan Nayak, Bahujan Sangatak, etc. So it is very important to have the media of Ambedkarite movement. So social education movement is having its mouthpiece Awake India. It is the quarterly publishing since 2014, and in particularly we are publishing it in Maharashtra, and our aim is to bring it on its national level Ambedkarite movement's mouthpiece. So we are encouraging our members to write about social issues and rising social awareness among the citizens and particularly downtrodden peoples of our society. We are running this publication without any advertisement and from our own pocket, we are paying for it. This is our Mouth Awake India. We are quarterly publishing it. Next, Aniket. So, as I told, we are publishing this Awake India issue in Marathi only, but our wish is that we should publish it in different languages in different states. But at presently, we are publishing from Maharashtra, that is in Marathi also. So it is a mouthpiece of social education movement, and we are awakening the social activists about the social issues around us. So we are lastly, since from 2014, now 11 years are over, and we are continuously running this publication. Next, Aniket. So what our emancipator, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, said about the requirement of the social media, a movement without its own media is like a bird with broken wings. जैसा कि आपको मालूम है कौन सा भी पंछी बिना उसके पंख के उड़ नहीं सकता. Like that only, without any social media or print media or electronic media, any movement is like a bird with broken wings. What Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar was told. So it is need of the hour and need of the society. So we are publishing this Marathi magazine from Maharashtra at present. Next, Aniket. So our members are raising awareness through this social media, print media regarding the issues from this Awake India mouthpiece of social education movement. And there's this constitutional values we have to spread in the society through this print media, and we are trying for that. So social media is also the important instrument for social change and social movement. So that's why we are publishing this Marathi magazine, and it is the mouthpiece of social education movement. And what are the activities education movement doing in particularly Maharashtra? You can see from that magazine. It is available in this magazine, and we can see all social education movements activities in this Marathi magazine. Next. Thank you. My role is over here now, and I will hand over this podium to my other speaker. Thank you, Aniket.
Thank you, Arun sir. I would request Engineer Suresh Bhosle sir to shed some light on the programs of social education movement that we have been carrying out since our establishment. Suresh Bhosle sir, over to you.
Thank you. Sir, Aniket has about the objects of education movement. Henceforth, will SEM. Mr. Kamble that we have this Awake India, which is to spread awareness and the aim and object of the SEM. Besides that, we are organizing different programs on our subject, that is education, health, and budget. This slide is showing that Vidyarthi Gunagaurav Sola means felicitation of the students who have passed 10th, 12th, and PhD and etc. examinations. Next slide. Next slide. See, in this slide, we see that PhD holder student is being felicitated by our SM activist, Mr. Sudhir sir, and Principal Mangesh Mohan, who is career guidance, who is doing career guidance to the people, students who have passed 10th, 12th, and PhD and etc. Mr. Mangesh sir is doing counseling, spreading awareness among the students that what are the opportunities and the education opportunity, job opportunities in the pre-university and the further university education levels. And he has done number of he has guided number of students which are studying in foreign countries and doing the jobs in the foreign countries. Second photo is there. Our Dongre sir is felicitating to the 10th standard student. We are doing the program just like the Vidyarthi Gaurav Sola or felicitation program of the students. We are motivating the students who have passed 10th, 12th, and we are giving certificates to them. We are also giving some small gift to them. And in this way, we are motivating the students and guiding them through the eminent counselor like Mangesh Mohan sir. In this slide, we are seeing that recognition of academic success. Just now I told you that passing the students SSC, HSC, we are motivating them, giving the certificates and giving the small gifts to motivate them. We are giving Samaj Bhushan Puraskar or Samaj Bhushan Award to the eminent people who have worked for the society in the different fields. And also we are giving the Lifetime Achievement Award to the people who have worked for their work through the lifetime to the for the people. Second thing is their advancement of equal opportunity. We do not discriminate ladies and gents or the girl and boys. We are considering each and every student irrespective of their genders. Career development supports. Beyond recognition, the program offers career counseling to the students, strategies their future professional paths. As I told here, we are organizing different types of counseling programs and guiding the student before the exam and after the exams. And if it required, special programs are arranged for them. If it is required, special programs are arranged as per the need of the parents or the students if they called us. Next. This slide showing that Bharatiya Sadhan Sampatti and Arogya Panchayat, as Aniket told in the beginning, that we have concentrated on the three subjects, that is budget, health, and the education. This program is have been arranged for the budget and the health after the declaration of the budget by central and the state. We are calling the eminent peoples, we are expert to describe, to explain the budget and the health program, need of the health, and the on the health problem. Similarly, we are awakening the people. What are their shares in the budget regarding their developments? That is Kendra and Rajya Sarkarचा Arthasankalpa आणि सर्वसामान्यांचे भारतीय स्थान. It means that this subject means that the budget is declared by the government. They are paying the tax to the government, and hence their share is there to get development from the government. It is development in each and every field, that may be education, health, and their civic needs. And for that, we are all Pradeep Gaikwad sir, who describes and explain the needs of the programs, and that is a budget and the needs of the people. Second speaker was there, Sanjeev Prabha Vaman Kamble sir. He told us, he spread the awareness about the budget and the need of the health and the share of the people in the terms of the health. Next slide. See, this is a program showing the audience over there and the speakers on the dais. Next. See, this is one of the program, social program SM is carrying out, that is Shant and Swachh Chaitya Abhiyan. Everyone knows that on the day of 6th December, the Mahaparinirvan Din of the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, lakhs of people are coming to the Chaitya Bhumi and offering their tribute to the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. See, we are very keen to develop our community in the sense of the civic sense. That's why we are spreading awareness to have a peace and the cleanliness on the day of the 6th December at the Chaitya Bhumi. Next. It is one of the programs to tribute our senior peoples or the activists who have passed away. One of them was the Girish Walke sir, and he was the first convener of the SCM Thane district. He worked very hard since his childhood for the society, that is the Ambedkarite movements, and hence we are offering tribute to him in the form of arranging the lectures in his name. Next. It is well known dignity in the Bahujan society. Pradhyapak or Professor Hari Narke sir, who is passed recently, and similarly, as told you, we are offering the tribute to the senior activists and the dignitary leaders and all the leaders or the activists who have passed away. We have arranged this program in the name of the Hari Narke sir and tribute and offered tribute to him. Next. See, as told by the Nagsena to the Raja Miling or the King Miling, that if you want to align the principle of any dhamma, religions or any movement, we need the spokesperson and the followers. The SCM arranging the training camps for those activists, so that they can propagate their agenda in the society and make the principle or the movement very strong. Next. What? Okay, I will hand over to Professor Dongre sir to continue further. Dongre sir, please.
Thank you, Mosleji. My three colleagues, Honorable Aniket, A.R. Kamreji, and Suresh Mosleji, gave detailed information about social education movement. What is social education movement? Aniket ji explained for all of you. Social education movement, which highlights which works specially, that we say that social education movement is an organization with program. It has three programs. It talks about health, education, and budget. It creates awareness about it. It talks about the right of Indian people, Indian citizens, and the duties of government of India towards them. Then A.R. Kamreji has explained you people all that media is very important. So especially in India, people, those who belong to Bahujan movement, they have a complaint that that is the mainstream media is not taking their you can say cognizance, or they are not giving a space for their news. Then, as Kamleji quoted Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, it's a movement without its own media is a bird with a broken sort of wings. And that's why we have started our own media since 2014 in order to propagate our ideology, in order to make our people right in it. That is what A.R. Kamleji explained, and the Honorable Musleji explained about the programs we are running. Let me tell you one thing, that in India, Ambedkarite movement, generally, the people, those who give the entire life, they work the entire life for the Ambedkarite movement, their name or their, they are not being remembered, they are forgotten. Now, forgetting the people, it discourages the next generation, and maybe discourages the people, those who are working right now also. That's why we have decided to take care that these kind of people, those who have given their time, talent, and reason for the movement, should not be forgotten. So that we have started a first thing you can say as a social education movement. We have started Walkeji in the memory of adequate Walkeji, the first adequate Walke, memorial lecture. Not only this is about all Thane district. We are also doing the same thing in the remaining districts of the Maharashtra. There was one more activist in the Hingoli district, Mr. Lakshman Kamble, Lakshman Waghmare, who has given a full dedication for the movement. We are also conducting a memorial lecture in his memory also. So we are doing all this kind of. Again, one more thing that it is said in a Marathi. If you don't have objection, I'll say something in Marathi. माणूस हा समाजशील प्राणी आहे. This is what a man is a social animal, it is said. But in Marathi we can say माणूस हा स्तुतिप्रिय प्राणी आहे. So everybody likes an appreciation. So we are conducting the program to appreciate the students. 10th standard, 12th standard, degree, post-graduation, post-doctorate, post-doctorate. All student requires encouragement. If somebody says, very good, keep it up, very nice, it encourages the people to go ahead. That's why we do it. Again, one more thing the Bhosleji explained, that we are felicitating people by giving 2 awards, like Samaj Bhushan and Jeevan Gaurav. That Samaj Bhushan award is there and the Lifetime Achievement award is there. Again, the teachers, those who are doing good work, they are also felicitated with the title, an Ideal Teacher Award on the occasion of Savitribai Phule Jayanti or sometime on the occasion of Mahatma Phule Jayanti. So these are the programs with which we are appreciating the people, those who are working for the society, people, those who have worked for the whole time for the society by giving Lifetime Achievement Award. The first award was given to Mr. T. Bodgare, who has worked very hard, who we are very great. We are very grateful and we feel we are very, we can say we are privileged people because we have got an opportunity to work with a man who has worked, who was there sitting on the counter during the Dhamma Chakra Pravartan, that is Diksha program at the Nagpur, where Baba Sahib Ambedkar has taken Diksha. He was as a boy, 14, 13 years boy, he was sitting there on the counter to give the receipts to the people. Going to the villages in order to collect the funds. So we have chosen that man to give the first Lifetime Achievement Award. The second Lifetime Achievement Award was given to Ishwar Targi, and the third was given to DL College. So these were the programs my colleagues talked about, and I'll talk to my lot. Now I'm going to present before you. There is a slide in front of all of you, slide of the third national convention. In order to evaluate everybody, when we are walking, when we are having a journey, we should evaluate how long we have completed the journey, whether we have completed or not completed. If not completed, why, and completed. Then if completed, then we have to plan the new thing. And that's why a convention is required. So we have taken the third convention. The first convention was taken in the Nagpur. Third convention was taken at Kalyan, in Thane district near Mumbai. And third convention we have taken at Hingoli, in the part of Marathwada of Maharashtra. These conventions were having all time a theme, as here it is there. Kya hai Vastivik Rashtra Nirman? What is a real nation building? In this context, in this context, the present conditions, challenges, and solutions to it. So this was the central idea or the theme of the third national convention. Aniket, next slide, please. The esteemed speakers like Sharad Gaikwad, Professor T.J. Rekharani, Mr. Pinjarkar. These were the speakers, those who have given guidance on this third convention, during this third convention. In the third convention, we have also, like you can say, presented before the middle slide, we can see the program of social education movement were conducted from 17 January 2010 till the third convention of Hingoli, and you could see that the people are also. The next thing is the uh, Lok Sangha Social Education Movement third convention national conference. We can see uh, it is as it is said that 5 years, once in a 5 years it is taken. All people are given equal opportunity despite of their gender and all. Men as well as women equally given a platform on this forum, on this during this national conference. Like Professor T.J. Rekharani spoke, uh, Mrs. Chanda Magar was there. She has presided over the function, one session. Again, we can see that we have discussed here the challenges before the nation and the probable solutions for the nation building. Uh, Social education movement is a slightly different from the other Ambedkarite movement because we have decided to create our own institutions so that movement can, uh, you can say, last for the long time. So the point over here, the introduction of the Swayamdeep Social Center. Now, this is a building being constructed at Hingoli. It is an estimated project of, it has, you can say, why it is being constructed. It is constructed in order to run the study and guidance center for the students by, for the students, those who belong to the underprivileged classes, uh, especially the people, those who are affected by the, or you can say the people, those, the children, those who are belong to the family where may have the family members have committed suicide. The farmers, you can say. It will have a building. A building will have a libraries. It will have a hostel. It will have a study center. It will have training center also. So, as one of my colleagues has quoted, that if you want to preach your ideology, if you want to spread your ideology, then you require a spokesperson of the ideology. If you want to be a movement to be successful, we require the trained cadres. And in order to train the cadres, we require a training center. So we are going to construct and develop a full-fledged training center at Hingoli in the same building, that is Swayamdeep build Swayamdeep Social Center. This social center is being developed by Lok Sangha Social Education Movement, but Lok Sangha Social Education Movement is not a registered organization. In order to this kind of works, we require some registered organization through which this work can be developed. And so we have formed Sant Gadge Baba Bahudeshiya Seva Bhavi Sanstha at Hingoli in the year 2021 with a sole purpose to establish institutes to educate and train underprivileged and drought affected students of the society. And as I have already said, we have planned to build a library over there, hostel over there, study center over there, and a training center over there. Let me tell you, everywhere a plural S is added, building libraries, hostels, study centers, training centers. Not at Hingoli, but we would like to build all these things across the state so that we will have our own infrastructures, our own centers to where a student can come and they can study and they can go ahead. We can go, or we can create our activists, we can create our, develop our spokespersons of our particular ideology or Bahujan ideology, and we can go there. And this is a model you can see of pursuing the social center we are going to construct at Hingoli. It will be a G+2 building designed for student accommodation and academic purpose. Again, we can say, I need not to repeat, but let me tell you, It will be for the underprivileged peoples, poor peoples, you can say, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and all these peoples will be there. It is free for the all students. There is no bar of a caste. There is no bar of a uh, religion. Social education movements programs will be taken in this revised systems will be used for that particular purpose. Next slide, please. This Swayamdeep project is being developed by all activists, as those who are employees, those who are not employees, they are contributing for this particular project. All these people, those who are standing in the various photographs, you can see they are teachers, they are the Gram Sevas, they are the village revenue clerks, they are officers, they are entrepreneurs, and they are contributing for this particular purpose. This project is not getting a single penny from the government of India or government of Maharashtra as an assistance. We are getting money. We are appealing the people from the our society to help us to build this center. Next up, please. You could see the progress. The first lab is over, so the ground floor is near about completion. And you should see that this project's estimated cost is 5 crores, and we are able to raise uh, up till now rupees 90 lakh, uh, plus or minus 90 lakh rupees, and we require plus minus 4 lakh and 10, sorry, 4 crores and 10 lakh rupees to complete this project. As you have seen that beautiful building, you want, uh, if we want to complete this building in a full-fledged manner, we require 4 crores and 10 lakh rupees. And I appeal uh, on this forum here to the all dignitaries and the members of Ambedkarite Association of that is North America, uh, to spread a word about this, to speak to your friends, colleagues, in order to, uh, in short, you should spread a word about our project, and you can indirectly or directly appeal them to help us to complete this project. The last slide, please, Ankit. Yes, as I told you that we require, yes, we are as a social education movement, as an organization, we are not only asking for the help to the people, we are also giving the people. So we are also giving our community. We are not only, uh, we don't want our community to rely completely on the government. Wherever it is possible for us, we are there to help our community, our people. For example, here we give the financial assistance for those who need, for the purpose of education, for the purpose of health, and some other relief efforts you can see we do. Then again, we also give the aid for the critical causes like a flood relief support in uh, flood relief support, medical assistance, education support, as it is repeated, it is in the first point itself. We focus on the relief fund also. We have given a pillar of hope and a support, strengthening communities' welfare through the continuous effort. Let me tell you, the we have so far relief fund is concerned. We have given relief in the year 2021. There was a flood in the district of Raigad, and before that, in the 18 and 19, there was a flood in the Kolhapur district of Maharashtra. For the both districts, we have given financial assistance to the people in the form of cash, in the form of commodity. So I would like to give you an account of the same. So far, social education has given a helping hand, extended a helping hand to the people for the purpose of health and for the purpose of education, and we have spent on it around rupees 6,94,614 rupees. So far relief work is concerned, we are given 3,74,985 rupees. And let me tell you, we are not giving this help to only people of scheduled caste, of Buddhist only. We are giving help to the all other people also. The first girl we have received the help from the social education movement is a labor class girl her parents were the labor. Her engineering education was stuck, and we have got that information. One of the activists from the Latur district has requested us, and we have given her because college was not allowing that girl to appear for the examination since she was as she was not able to pay the fees. We have given her assistance of 40,000 rupees, and the girl was able to appear for the examination. She became engineer, and she was the first girl which was helped by she received the help from the social education movement was from the Muslim community. The another girl, my own student, Miss Fiza Sheikh. Her father is a tailor working in the what we say a garment factory. During the Corona period, the everything was shut down, but the girl couldn't pay a fees and her education was in danger. But we have uh, given a helping hand, and this girl is now we have started helping her from the her BA first year. We have she has completed her. I'm very happy to share with you all. She has completed her graduation with a distinction, and now she is doing a law. And a girl is aspiring to be a judge. So our help, I can give you a number of examples, but I don't like to take so much time. And I would like to appeal the people present in this meeting to spread a word about helping social education movement complete this program. On the screen, the name of the uh, where we require this kind of assistance is required is a Sant Gadge Baba Bahudeshiya Seva Bhavi Sanstha. Account number is given over there. All the account details are there. You can spread this or you can take a screenshot of the same thing. You can save for yourself and you can help it. But since we are connected from India to America now in this meeting, I would like to mention one thing. Till now, we have not got FCRA for this project. So we can't receive your help directly from America. But in case you have your relatives in India, through them in Indian rupees and Indian accounts, if you could help us, if you could give some financial assistance, we'll be very grateful to you. And my presentation is over, but I would like to say, take you a few more minutes. I would like to congratulate Kabir, Master Kabir, who has given a very great information about the Bamiyan Buddha. And I'm very glad that you are doing the Sunday Buddhist, Sunday Vihara. This is very good thing because you could, educate. You could have a training to your children to be a good Buddhist children. And I'm very great. I'm very happy to see you people are giving opportunity to the kids. Yes, there are kids. There are those who have given their own opinion about what Kabir said. I was very glad to listen to them. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you all of you, and I hope we'll be connected. We'll remain connected with each other in future also, not for this occasion only. And I hope you'll be giving us this invitation time and again. We'll be very happy to get that invitation. Thank you very much for giving me your time, listening me patiently, listening to all the details about the social education movement. I also congratulate my all colleagues for presenting this thing for all of you, and uh, let's hope that we'll be remain connected in future also. Thank you very much. And then,
Thank you, Dongre sir. I would now request Arun Kamble sir to to please go ahead and conclude the session, or
Yes, close our
please take the
close
next
our
steps.
this.
I will stop sharing. I'll stop sharing
Yes,
the screen now.
yes. Host of this meeting, please guide us further. Is any questions regarding this discourse or meeting? Then we will answer.
Thank you, Arun Kambleji. I'm gonna open up for discussion. If anybody has any questions, comments, can raise their hand and we can unmute you. You can also type in your questions in the chat, and the team here can take the questions. Anybody has any questions? By the way, I'm gonna say one thing. Every progress in the society is made through the social movement, social activities in our society. So it's very important that we have a social movement going on, and the kind of work you are doing with respect to education, that is very commendable. Um, I'm going to open up. Anybody has any questions, can please raise their hand. I see Mahendra ji, he has a question. Mahendra ji, please go ahead and ask your question. You're already unmuted. You can go ahead. We cannot hear you. Mahendra? I think I'm going to move on to the next one. If anybody has any questions,
Yeah.
let me see if there is any questions in the chat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Excellent. Jai Bhim, guys. During the presentation, like it was mentioned that this organization is not accepting or has not received a single rupee for this effort from government. Is it because we do not want to accept money, or government is not offering any money for this kind of effort?
Thank you. Very good question.
Dongre sir.
We don't want. Yes, I'm going to answer.
Yes.
Basically,
Just short question.
when we are going to the government for asking for any sort of funds, it has a huge procedure. It takes too much time, and generally projects get stuck, you can say. And we have to use some political connections. We have so many things. We don't want this kind of thing. And generally, if they give us funds, then directly they stamp that particular project as a Samaj Mandir. And we don't want that. And that's why we are not going to accept any fund from the government. And even government don't offer from their side, unless we go to. I was audible to all of you?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
We got
Okay.
your answer. Yes.
Okay. Sir, are you satisfied with my answer, or you want something more to be explained?
No, I think it does make sense. But the question is, I mean, there are some political leaders who intentionally join the government. Let that be even the oppressing government as well, in the name of staying there so as to help out the community. We know that okay, we are not in a position to really form our own government, and that's the reason they are going and joining the current government, and in the name and how they justify is that okay, they are there so that they can bring any benefit and any cooperation for the community. So I mean, and that's and
Yeah. Mahendra,
so,
since this program is going mainstream on the YouTube also, I don't like to talk much about political things. But so far, as you said, that some leaders are joining the oppressing government also. Now, these governments are very happy if the people are joining them, but they take care that these people will not work for their community or the society. They will see that their own welfare will happen, or they take care of their own welfare. Generally, again, ideological things are also there, so we don't want to compromise with our ideas and all that, ideology and all that. That's why we don't approach to any political parties, any political leader, and even government also. And we feel that we are quite, you can say, capable enough to do all these things, to set up all things.
yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Yes.
Anybody
Thank you,
has
sir. Thank you.
any questions? But I have one more questions. So do you accept corporate donation? Because there are many corporate companies, right, who also fund for this kind of initiative. So are you open for any corporate
Yes,
donation?
we may accept.
Okay. And have you made any effort to reach out to the corporates?
Not till now, because we are under the process of getting registered for ATG 12A and also FCR.
Okay.
So unless we get that registration, we can't approach for that.
Yes.
So, but we'll be doing it.
All right. Anybody has any questions, comments? Let me see if there is any chat. If there is any questions in the chat. Seems there are no more questions, but thank you so much. Thank you for taking time for